Okay, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Welcome to my craft room. Let's see who pops on here. We'll give it just a few seconds and then you could always watch the replay. Always watch the replay. No problem. We're going to make an alternative card here from Paper Pumpkin because I love the little tree. So we'll just kind of wait a few seconds here. Good morning, Linda. Good morning. Am I close enough to the card? Good morning, Kelly. I was asking if I was close enough to the card. Can you see? Sometimes my Facebook settings and my YouTube settings can be a little bit different as far as distance goes. Perfect. Okay, good. Good. That's good. Okay, so this is another alternative Paper Pumpkin card. I have been really having fun with this kit. I love the tree. You can make it springy, you can make it fall, you can really do just about anything you want with this tree. I made this card and did some ink blending on the back of it there, and I used what leftover pop-outs I had from it. So Paper Pumpkin is just so much fun. So this was a lot of fun to make. And then today we're going to do this one. So what is going on with a Stampin' Up? There was good morning, Janet. If you are a demonstrator and you are having trouble meeting your quota, I saw something in the morning updates today that just give them a call. Please just don't sit there and be like, oh, this or that. Please call them. They want you to call them. I think only good things are going to happen from that for anybody who has had a little bit of trouble. Okay, so I saw that in the morning updates. Now that I'm Silver Elite, I get to see things that others can't. And I'm telling you, this new catalog, you guys are going to be like blown away. Okay. I think you're going to really love some new things. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Janet. I think you guys are really going to love some new things that are coming out. But I can't tell you. And so I really appreciate, good morning, Diane. I really appreciate being pushed up into Silver Elite over the past week because I've gotten, to watch some things that I would never have been able to watch before. And I am just thrilled with that. It just really warms my heart. Good morning, Emma. I believe you are a little new to my channel, or at least seeing you. So welcome and good morning to everyone. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing wonderful. Because I'm a homebody anyway. So the only problem I had was going out to eat. I missed that. So my daughter and I did some takeout and totally satisfied us. And I'm very happy. Yes, Emmett, thank you for joining me this morning. Hello, Paula. So that's good. And I will be in, as they're reopening things, I will be in like a phase 3 because of my asthma and my underlying conditions with the autoimmune problems. So I'm just hoping to roll myself right into retirement from here and just kind of be done. I'm hoping that will happen for me. And you're not going out at all. That's great. I am glad that you are not going out at all. We did have a little, I will admit, personal breakdown for not having to go food. So I kind of get tickled out. We have one case in our area where I'm at. And so, so we were okay with going to get, a little food out. So, to go kind of stuff. I had to go to Walmart anyway. And I thought, look, if I'm going to be out, let me just do all of this at once. Okay. I don't know if that helps like that. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Carmen. I believe, Carmen, you might be new to this morning also. It's so nice to see new people. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with me as we talk about everything and, just chit chat in the morning. I love to do that with you guys. So, and I love to make sure that I love to see you guys on here because then too, I know that you're okay. And that is important to me, that we just kind of at least connect with each other at least once a week on here and just check in and be like, hey, we're good. So this card, oh my goodness, as demonstrators, tomorrow we will be able to view the new catalog. I'm so excited about that. And then we will get to pre-order also. But this card is from Paper Pumpkin. I believe if you're going to be out and about, everything done at one time. Yes, that's exactly what I did. Good morning, Gloria. First timer, yes, and you're a first timer also. Thank you for being here. So, if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, it's a wonderful kit. You get it in the mail every month. If you're a demonstrator, of course, you get your discount off of it also. Now, this is this month, and it's all about family this month, which is just so beautiful. There's like wonderful daughter, brother. The fonts are gorgeous. It says down, let's see, where was it? Here it is. It is to my wonderful. And then it says son, dad, brother, daughter. There's so much. Receive the physical. Oh, yes, the physical catalog. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. Your internet is acting up. Oh, I hate that. I don't know when we are going to receive that catalog, but as demonstrators, good morning, Vicky. As demonstrators, they are just mailing them out to us. We do not need to pre-order to receive one. It used to be we had to pre-order to receive one, and now they are just mailing us each one. So I am just excited about that. But this stamp set for this month is just adorable. This tree and these three little butterflies right here and this little sprig, they're my absolute fave in the whole set. So this is what I came up with for us today to kind of play with. There's the inside. Let's talk about the sets that I've used. I've used Thoughtful Blooms because I wanted this. I was looking for a dot. If we pre-order, we get one with our order. No, I believe so. I think we're going to get, okay. Now don't quote me on this about the catalog. Susan is asking if we are demonstrators. Let's see, we're going to get a free one. They're going to mail it to us. Then she's asking if we do a pre-order, will they also mail us another one? That's a good question, and I'm afraid to answer that. I'm going to hope so. I could call them and ask. I will call and ask about that. Yes, that's a great question. I'll call today and ask about that and then remind me for next week. No, Susan, you don't think so, Vicky? Because Vicky's a demonstrator too. So when we pre-order them, we will not get another one? That would, okay. So what I wanted a button in the middle of these flowers right here that came together. I was looking for a dot. Okay, thank you so much, Vicky. And so I found this little flower right here on Thoughtful Blooms. So you can look through your stamp sets and find anything that you would like. And then I love this hello from the Timeless Tropical. I love this. I love this set. I used it a whole lot during the celebration time. So I wanted that little hello, and I did that in Tuxedo Memento Black ink. My colors, this is So Saffron, this is Granny Apple Green, and Melon Mambo. Inside is So Saffron and Regular Whisper White. Thank you, Susan. The inside, let's see, the base of the card is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, so it opens like this. That's my favorite way, I don't know why, to make a card. I love the way that they stand up. Not that I stand them up, I just like the way they stand up. That's just me. But you can make this same card folding the other way. No problem. You could even do it this way, folding it this way, and just turn that, okay? So either any way that you want to fold the card that you like, this will fit. Okay, so the inside layers are 5 by 3 3/4. That is So Saffron. And then here we have Regular Whisper White, and it's 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you like my little happy card today. This is a very happy card. Now my measurements outside, this is so saffron, so don't have that embossed folder. Could you use a scoreboard? Yeah, sure, you could score. Uh-huh, yeah. You know, you could even use the subtles embossing folder. Use any embossing folder you want and then cut it 2 inches. You know, whatever. I just happened to pick the corrugated one. I just wanted to show you a little bit with the corrugated one, what it does when you use the paper. So I do love this paper pumpkin. Yes, Janet. So this piece out here is so saffron at 5 1/4 by 4. And then this piece right here, this was this, okay? So like 5 1/4 by 4. Good morning, Carol. And then I cut it by 2 inches, but we're going to do this on camera. I'm going to show you something there. Now my melon mambo, I've totally forgotten, is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. That makes my whisper white 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 right there. And that's where we're going to do our stamping. So first, let's go ahead and do our corrugating. Now, here is the embossing folder. Some people have had trouble with this embossing folder where it's like it cracks the paper, okay? Thank you so much, Sue. I love pink and green. I love pink and green. And spring right now here in Upper East Tennessee is pink and green. Everything is blooming. It is absolutely gorgeous just to go outside and just look at everything. It's just so pretty. So this embossing folder people have had trouble with because sometimes the paper gets stuck in it. It is 3D. It's deep. Seriously, guys, it's deep. Okay, you could see it right there. So there's like a couple of things that you can do. One is to spray your paper with water. Just take a spritzer and just spray it and then run it through. That relaxes the fiber in the paper and it helps it. Your white car is green in Virginia. Yes, the pollen is amazing when everything is blooming. Yes, this is true. So you can try that. The other thing is if you have enough room, okay, because this adds a little pressure to it also. You can also put a little piece of wax paper inside here and it will pick up the cracking and then the other piece will emboss. So you could try that, but that again adds a little bit of thickness. So just wanted to warn you about that. Okay, let's bring the big shot in. Okay, and I always use I just have my platform and then I just need one because this is a Sizzix. Okay, this is a Sizzix embossing folder right there. If you order this, it will be a Stampin' Up one, and then you will need this blue plate, okay, for this machine. For this machine, that is what this needs, okay? So remember I just said, because I'm not saying, for this machine, and we'll leave it at that. Never tried the water. Thanks for that. Yes, Susan, you can try the water. Very, very light spritzing of water. So now here is our piece, and I need the lines to go up and down. So I'm going to put my paper in like this. Okay. So we're going to do that. Okay. Now this piece is 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to roll it through. My big shot does not need anything. Every big shot is calibrated just a little bit different, okay? So my big shot doesn't need the water spritzing or anything like that. My pressure on it, isn't that cute? That's adorable. Okay, let me push this aside. Okay. Didn't that come out pretty? Okay, now, this was 5 1/4 by 4. It's not now. Okay. This is like 3 3/4. Okay. It's still 5 1/4, but the corrugating, because it's deep, it takes up some of your room there. So watch this with your card. So you know how here I want a nice border around there that's even. Now, when you do this, it's not. Okay. Your border on the sides are going to be a little bit thicker. Thank you, Cynthia. So what I would do then, if you have this, where this right here is 4 inches, I would almost do like 4 1/4 or 4 1/8 if you want it to fill up the page, if that makes sense to you guys, okay? But I don't. So that's what I wanted to show you. See, this is a little bit shorter. It is one roll kind of on that corrugated embossing folder shorter, just like that. See where it shrinks? So it shrinks the paper. Yes, it actually, yes, it does. It shrinks it because see, it has to take up that room for all of that corrugation going back and forth there. So you're going to lose a little bit. So just watch, you know, that it's like you go to put it on there and you're like, oh, did I measure that wrong? No, you did not measure it wrong. It's just taken up, you know, the paper. So you might want to go out, like I say, 1/8 of an inch more or even 1/4 of an inch more to make sure then that you have a nice, you know, even border around it. Okay. So now with this now, what we want, because this is, I could use this other piece, but I don't want that. I want exactly 2 inches. So I'm going to just slice it right here at 2 inches, right here. And then I'll use these other 2 for something else. My daughter calling. Please let me get on here live and I have the kids call. Love them. And I have the gray. I missed your comment. I am so sorry I missed that comment. Oops, where is it? All messages are visible. Okay, here we go. I have the gray and white Big Shot. Do I need the purple plate to use Stampin' Embossing? The gray and white Big Shot. Gee, I don't know. I'm going to say if you're using the Big Shot platform and you're using one of these plates and you still have, this is a Sizzix 3D embossing folder, so we don't need 2 clear plates, we needed 1, okay? So if you're still on the Sizzix, you do not need the blue plate. But if you go ahead and order this new now from Stampin' Up, then yes, you need the blue plate if you are on a Stampin' Up Big Shot platform. Does that make sense? I hope maybe, and you needed the blue plate. Oh, look at you guys help me. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I would think you need the blue plate. Okay, so we have 2 inches there. Now I've got, you know, just some extra to do something extra with at a later date. And let's just move that aside. So a little bit about that embossing folder that can just get a little tricky, but if you know it, then you know it, you know? Okay, now we have our card base in here. Let's put our So Saffron. I love So Saffron. Yes, thank you, Susan. I love when you guys, I love to interact with you guys. You have no idea how much I learn also. When, you know, so, you know, I think it's fantastic that we can all get together on here and just have fun. Hello, Crystal. I believe you're new also from Iowa. Very nice. I hope you're staying safe and staying well. We kind of group up here. I don't need the blue plate with the Sizzix folder, but I do with Stampin' Up. Okay, there we go. Thank you, guys. Okay, so we added this to the front of our card base, right? Now, let's go ahead and stamp our inside, which is just so cute. And I'm going to bring in my foam mat for this because I have photopolymer stamps. And I'm going to use, or, well, actually, I don't have a photopolymer. I'm going to move that. When I'm using my Timeless Tropical, this is red rubber, so I don't need that. And I'm going to do that in Melon Mambo. And from that stamp set, and you could use any sentiment that you have. I just happen to really love this set. Our friendship is timeless. Right there. Beautiful. Okay, now on the sides here, I just love the butterflies. And I'm going to use some Granny Apple Green. And this little trail of 3 butterflies with those little dots are just so intriguing to me. I have to do more with them. I'm not sure what, but embossing comes to mind. Wouldn't they look cute? Wouldn't that look cute like on black paper with white embossing? I think these little butterflies, I don't know. I'm not going to make an envelope because I have run out of envelopes. So I'm waiting for my shipment. Okay, so we're going to mount this on here. Our So Saffron, again, is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches for the inside. And our Whisper White is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. I love those butterflies, right? Aren't they cute? But I seriously am thinking even for like white embossing powder on black paper, but I don't know what to do yet with those. But that's my thought. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it, Cynthia? Yeah, I know. It would almost look whimsical with those little dots, you know? So I thought, wow, that would really look cute. So I'm just going to put this on the inside of the card right here. And we have our inside completed. And now I'm going to attach our corrugated piece to the outside. This you definitely want to use some Tombow. Okay? Because we have ups and downs here. And you really want the Tombow on the part that's going to kiss the paper, okay? So you kind of just put that around. And I'm going to add this to the center of the card right here. And remember, it is a 5 1/4 this way. That does not shrink top to bottom. What shrinks is side to side when you run it through the embossing folder that way. Okay, we're going to let this sit over here. And now we've got our little piece of Whisper White, and this is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. Our Melon Mambo is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And now we're going to stamp our beautiful little tree. I just love this tree. I'm going to open my early espresso and my crushed curry. And now we have these little punch outs. This is my last butterfly, and then I want my birds. And remember, your birds can look at each other. They can fly one way if you want them to, but they can also look at each other. See, they've got them in different directions. So sweet. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp. Let's go ahead and stamp our tree first in Melon Mambo. Okay, right up here. Leave a little toward the top, right there. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Now, we're going to put the trunk here in Early Espresso. Right there. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, now, this little dot from that Thoughtful Blooms, if some of you guys might have got that set in the celebration. So it's just this little flower. And I want to come inside these little flowers that are together with my crushed curry. You can use any kind of a little dot that you might have. So I'm just coming inside wherever I see them joining with 3 or 4. And that's enough. Let's see. Do we need one here? I want to put one right there. Put one inside that little trio. Okay. Plenty. Nice. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is add my little butterfly. And this we're going to use one of the, not the whole one. We want to use the side here from the dimensionals that came with it. So that it'll go on this butterfly right here. Kind of across its little body. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Isn't that sweet little tree? Isn't it? Oh, thank you. And then we're going to put our little butterfly right there. And now I just have a few of these pearls that came with it left. And I'm going to take this kind of mint macaron looking one and put it in the middle of my butterfly. Oh, so cute. And I'll save these two for something else. Now we're going to stamp our hello in Tuxedo Memento black ink. And that again comes from the Timeless Tropical, but you can use anything that you want. Just right there. Adorable. And now we're going to get, let's see, where's my little sprig? Right here. We're going to do this little sprig right here in Granny Apple Green. And we're going to take this kind of almost like they're blowing in a nice spring breeze. Right there. Oh, cute. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now our little birds, we're going to pop those guys up. I think we're done with all this ink. Let me put this ink away. So that just came together nicely, didn't it? I'm sorry for my arm across there. That just really came together nicely. And these little birds are really going to make it. I'm just a disaster with the ink, you know. I mean, it could be at any minute, anything, a sleeve or arm, anything could go into it. So, okay, just 2 of these dimensionals that came with it. They give you plenty. And then we're going to put these little guys in the tree. And I don't want to cover my little yellow flowers. Try not to, the best I can. And we're going to put this one up here. Cute. Oh. Now we're going to, let's move this aside. Get that out of the way. Let's move these in. And some Tombow. I know, right? I am seriously, you are famous for getting ink everywhere. I can get ink on places that I'm like, how did that get there? I didn't even think I was over there. But yeah, then there's ink. And then there's that, right? Okay. You guys are going to be blown away tomorrow by the catalog. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for it. Okay, now, watch this. When we put this on this card, we already have dimension here. We don't want to add dimensionals there. So flip this over. And you want dimensionals in 4 corners. You do not want one in the middle. You don't want one on that middle strip at all. It's already raised up. So these guys just go on the corners. Like that. So that it kind of straddles that Granny Apple Green piece, just like this. So stinking cute. And then you see the So Saffron. Yes, I did check out the demo website this morning. I knew about what you're relating to yesterday. And yes, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm very, very, very excited. Yes, I'm over the top excited. So here is our card for today. Sorry, we can't make an envelope. I'll make them at a later date. Yep, right, Vicki, right, I know. I'll make them at a later date because I literally have 1 envelope left. So, yes, very exciting news. I'm very happy that you're part of it, Carol. Really, just fun. So here is our card for today with our paper pumpkin stamp set. Another alternative card. I think that that little tree, I have so much in my mind for this little tree, and then those little butterflies. I don't know. There's no telling what will come tomorrow. Remember, I'm live tomorrow at 10 a.m. on my Facebook channel, Stampin' in the Valley. Thank you, Janet. And then Sunday at 7, I'm live on Facebook also. And of course, my girls will be getting a video on Thursday over to my Happy Crafting Corner. I can't wait to get my hands on this one so beautifully. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, please try these alternative projects. You know, these stamp sets are just so wonderful. I mean, the cards that came with this are beautiful, but we can surely have fun with these stamp sets on and on. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, Vicki. Thank you. Thank you, Diane. I hope you do maybe try to make this. You know, and here, use any embossing folder that you have. You know, you can do, okay, right here. You can do the little eyelet lace here and make a 2-inch strip. Let's see, what else? We could do buttons. You could do the buttons right here and do a 2-inch strip. Any embossing folder, I think, The coastal weave would look great there also. This one right here, because that's a 3D. You know, that one would look fantastic there. So try, you know, change it up a little bit. Use the same design and those measurements, but change it up a little bit. That would be fun. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me on my YouTube Live. I'm so happy I've worked out the kinks on here and I've got things going well. Hello, Pamela. Good morning from North Carolina. Oh, you're a neighbor. I'm in Tennessee. Where in North Carolina are you? I'm in Upper East Tennessee. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. Thank you, Pamela. Yes, I'm by Asheville, actually. So I guess we are somewhat neighbors. Thank you. Thank you, Gloria. Appreciate you. There we go. Oh, yes, and Vicki, you're in North Carolina. Yes, near Asheville. Okay, Pamela, nice. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Just over the mountain. Thanks again, guys. I will be back on here next Tuesday live. Please look for other videos on here and great things that we do. Hello, Judith. With our Stampin' Up! Products, especially our wonderful tree and our butterflies with our paper pumpkin. Atlantic Beach, Newport. Oh, nice. That is nice. Nice, Vicki. All right, guys, please stay safe. Be very, very careful and stay safe. And let's get to do some happy crafting this week. I'll see you next week. Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful day.